Here in our garden, we will also show you some more things. This is a raised bed, plus we have protection against iguanas. We wanted to plant edibles here because when we host meditation, we call people, and this is a meditation based on donation. It's offering from us from this meditation garden. So we wanted to feed our friends who come for meditation from the garden itself, and that's why we planted spinach, Malabar spinach, cranberry hibiscus, and many different edibles here that we can use it while cooking, and that's the concept here. And we had also planted annuals here, some big cucumbers that we already Japanese cucumber that was huge, and we already ate it in one of our meditation classes that we hosted. We have some Suriname spinach, and the idea here, we will be changing every year. We want to do multi crops so that the soil doesn't lose its richness, and we will be enhancing the soil with compost and mulch every year to keep it lush. Another tree that we have planted here is Moringa, and people tell a lot about its anti-cancer properties. It's a superfood. The powder of Moringa is sold as superfood, but see, in this climate you can easily grow. It grows very easily. All you need to do is stake it. If you happen to make it, if you want to make it smaller, just chop from here and it will give a lot of flatter branches, and you will no need to have it bigger, taller. So this is another tree that you can grow here. Down here I want to show you, we made two small houses for our friends here. Both of these friends were actually discarded by people, by neighbors who didn't want to take care of them anymore. They were being a burden to them, and we decided to take care of them, take them in. There was no house, so we built them this house, and they are really polite people. They want to be in their own world and they are happy together. We just have to make sure that they get enough food. We try to feed them green grass that we have planted, and we try to use the greens as well, but since they were not used to eating greens from childhood and we got them later in life, we have to feed them these kibbles as well. And you can see how they are, two of you from two different. So that's how they are, and they have built tunnels inside, so don't worry if it's too hot. We put a lot of soil inside so that they can play with it and make tunnels underneath, and when it is too hot they hide under the tunnels that they built. So from here we will show you on the left. This is there is a tunnel underneath that goes to a different house that we built. On the left here you see Inga bean, forgot the other name. And here this is the coffee tree that's usually under the shade of in its native habitat in the Amazon. That's coffee grow under its shade. Same with the cocoa tree, the cacao. It's also on the shade there behind, and yes, the coffee is flowering and giving fruit, and it really gives intense smell when it flowers a lot. Still you have to wait for that to happen. That is a cocoa tree. It's not cold hardy at all, so you have to protect it during the season. A lot of work being done inside. Winter is coming and we are working hard to change and build some more tunnels there. Okay, so now I want to show you a little bit around our pond garden. We planted a lot of small edibles here, which are also looking decorative, and this is a jasmine. I think it's a white bud jasmine. I forgot the exact name, but intensely flavorful, colorful and it also smells very good and lot of flowers when it blooms. Here is our pond garden. I'll just give you a quick round about, and not so long. We have water plants here, lot of gambusia fish. When you have these fish, you don't need pesticide for mosquito control. They have been controlling our mosquitoes since day one, and we got these fish. They are from the river back, and they have been happy here. And this pond is a self-sustaining ecosystem. We don't put anything here. The plants and the tadpoles, everything sustains itself and everything grows well here. This is a lily that bloomed a lot last year, and it's growing more again. The leaves are becoming bigger, and we hope that it will again bloom this year as well. So this is our pond garden. It's supposed to be, if you are wondering what it is for, this around the pond, you see this still needs to be renovated a little bit after the hurricane last year, and we want to make it like a place where people can sit around and be in silence and meditate, plus put more shade so that there is not much harsh sun up. And around we have planted gardenias and jasmines. This is the dwarf tree jasmine. This is the Tahitian gardenia, also very nice smelling flowers. You will see more like a bluish colored plants, different succulentes. This is a giant milkweed. It's already attracted some butterflies, and it's supposed to be a great butterfly attractant, especially the monarch variety. All along here, I'll be quick. We just want to plant different varieties of tropicals and jasmines and gardenias, and some asparagus were also planted. I think we already ate them. Now that is a citronella that you are seeing. It helps control. It also is supposed to be mosquito repellent, so I think it's supposed to be doing its work as well. So we come here, if we want to, this is the entrance to our meditation hall. It's actually the indoor hall. We showed you the outside circle for meditation. The indoor hall is from there. Now let me take you here and this will be the last part of our tour here. This is a nice, so this walkway we made ourselves. It will be in between the tall bamboos, and it will be nicely covered. This walkway leads to a meditation room, an outdoor meditation room, where you can sit here and meditate. Sit like this. Two people can be sitting here, and it will be surrounded by bamboo trees, and nice ambient zen atmosphere will be created here. And we will keep two stools here, and it will be nice sitting area. Moonflower vine and jasmine together growing, and they bloom at night. We have a native, hope it's a native annual. And here we have a June plum, which grows for a long time, almost a year now, and it hasn't ripened, and that's how it is. There will be new flowers and new fruits together with old fruits here, and it will grow to a nice little bush, maximum 8 feet tall. So it's a dwarf variety. If you walk on the left here, we planted a sweetheart variety of lychee, supposed to be one of the best tasting lychees. Not as productive as the Brewster variety or the Mauritius variety of lychee, but supposed to be tasting better quality than those varieties, much sweeter, less sour. So let's see how it does. This has just been planted a couple of weeks ago. Down here is what we wanted to make a compost pit. We don't throw anything. All our waste, organic waste, goes here. And the idea was to make it rich with earthworms and collect the earthworm poop. That's supposed to be good for good organic rich nutrient to the plants. Let's hope we can do that. So it's much what you see is half of it is under below the soil. And this part we have planted some gingers, and you see here this is a Neelam variety of mango that leads to the circle here again. From the other side we came back to the circle, and this is our circle, this is our meditation garden. We have planted many decoratives here. Back there is the river, and you see by the river is constant attack from the iguanas. They eat everything they find on the way. So we are trying to plant things that look beautiful, tropical, as well as the plants that they don't like. They won't eat bananas. Alacacia are bad for them, but they still eat if they don't find other food. But it does give kidney stones and renal failure, so it's not good for them, but they still eat. And we are also planting dwarf ylang-ylang. We will be planting some nice vines that climb up. They're still young right now. We have planted giant Australian fern that will become very nice big leaves and lush, and some anthuriums as well. Anthuriums are also babies right now. They will become big. You see there by the oak tree. And it's almost like this tree was there, and it's almost like the center of our meditation circle now. Back where I grew up, we used to have people trees, fig trees, and the fig trees were from ancient times known as trees where people sit around and meditate and chat, and this oak is serving the same purpose here. We will have a nice sitting arrangement around the oak tree, which would be like an altar where the teacher can sit and teach meditation around. We already told you we have some bananas growing there, and the whole atmosphere of the river and the lush trees, it's supposed to give more peaceful ambient atmosphere for meditation here. Now the last portion of our garden, I will be taking you to the last portion of our garden, which would be where we have some more trees waiting for you, some citrus. And see, a lot of iguanas come here, and we need protectors all the time. And by the time, so we have here, she really doesn't like iguanas coming and eating our plants. So she is the one who does most of the work. There is some work done by cats. When cats started to come from the neighbors, they like this place because it's so rich. They find so much to eat, and they started to eat the juvenile iguanas. So we don't have much iguana problem anymore, courtesy to Munchkin. So yeah, this is still growing. This is still young right now. We will grow more as we know what grows well here. Certainly we don't want to spend much time watering all the time. We want to mulch it. On the right here you will see it's still young right now. We have some dwarf mangoes. This is the Namdok Mai variety, Thai mango, which is very sweet. And around you will see we cleared the space by the river. We want to plant trees by the river so that they hold the soil. So this is an experiment we are trying. We planted two different varieties of mangoes. This is the Mahasanuk variety of mango, supposed to be very sweet and flavorful, and that is the lemon meringue variety of mango, also grows tall and nice and very one of the most sought after mango, one of the newer varieties right now that's introduced to Florida. We did plant citruses here, a couple of oranges that have been attacked by leaf miners, and we are holding back to spread any pesticides, and we heard that there is organic ways to do that with neem oil and soap, and we will try that, but these haven't done well. They're constantly attacked by the leaf miners that destroy the leaf completely. So this will be our little shade garden with coconuts and a nice hammock when these coconuts grow. And when there is shade and hammock, the river is just there waiting for you to enjoy. So this is the walkway that we made ourselves. No professional was hired. When we figured out that it's a little difficult to get things done in Florida in time, we decided we will invest our own sweat and we will do it ourselves. So me and my wife Vava together, this whole garden, when we bought in 2016, was just a rock. There was nothing could grow here. So a lot of soil was brought in, lot of soil amendment. Soil was brought in, lot of soil amendment and lot of planning went into this. What you see today as a lush, beautiful green garden, peaceful garden. When we bring friends here for meditation, they say that they don't feel like they are in Miami. They feel like they are somewhere far away in nature around forest. And this was not like this even a year ago. So a lot of hard work went to it, and we learned a lot while doing this. We learned so much about plants and what are natives here, what are not, what some plants like, what some plants don't like, which are sun loving, which are not, what are the insects that attack on some, which are helpful on the other. So a lot of knowledge we got by practice, and we actually welcome you all. If you are interested in meditation, if you are interested in plants, you are always welcome to come to our garden and learn from us, and we will learn from you as well. Couple of more things. I forgot the name and I always forget. This is something that we saw was growing well in Thailand, and we thought that this will grow well here in this climate, and it does grow well into a big tree, and and very decorative as well. Yes, it is called Pandanus, and tropical, subtropical. Behind there you will see our pomegranate. I think some guy in south of Florida told us that it's pomegranate, and we didn't know. It looks like it's a seedling. It hasn't grown yet. So now we are at the back of our house actually, but it's also a extension of the meditation garden. We have a Sri Lankan variety of cinnamon here. This is the one that is less toxic, that has less coumarin in. Cinnamon is very good for your heart, but make sure that you get the cinnamon that has not a high amount of coumarin, because there are two different varieties that are on. Again, by the river you will see two different varieties of mangoes. Hopefully they will grow well. Mangoes don't need much. This here is a fruit punch variety that was introduced around 2014-13, but supposed to be a mango that has mixed flavor of many different fruits. And that here is the rosy gold. The rosy gold is a very polite tree, plus it's an early variety. So if you want a mango that's as early as March, because the true season starts in June, July, but if you want something early, this is the mango to go. Again, I will show you that there is a river, and look far away in the river you see ducks. So this is a natural forest behind. You will see ducks, you will see raccoons, you will see marsh birds, you will see many different wildlife there. It's a wildlife preservation, and that's what we want to make our garden as well. our garden is a preservation of wildlife as well as natives. We are not cutting any mangroves. We want to make it preserve the natural beauty of Florida. That ends the tour of our garden. Last but not the least, far away you see the strawberry tree, and then you see the langan on the right. And our eventual plan is to make it like a big shade around, so that we have space to sit under here in shade and enjoy the river, enjoy the beauty of the river. This tree, the strawberry tree, grows very fast, and you can see here berries. If you come close here, these berries, very sweet, very nice flavor as well. So nice shade, does very well in the wind, beautiful looking tree, plus you get to eat a lot of berries, and you get to share a lot of these berries with birds as well. Some of the trees, we have this Atimoya. I think this is the Lisa variety of Atimoya, and then we have the sour soap, Guanabanus. That is also very good. It hasn't fruited yet because we got it as a seedling, so it's year 5 for us, and we hope that it will fruit very soon. In case you don't know, sour soap is nice tasting big fruit, and it is rich anti-cancer properties as well. On the side of our house, we have a couple of raised beds where we grow edibles and annuals. And on the fence we planted you can see the flowers of passion flowers. So the whole fence is taken over by passion vine. You don't need to plant clusias. You can be more creative. You can plant passion vine, and it takes over the whole fence. It's a privacy, as well as it gives so much joy to the butterflies and bees, and when it gives fruit, it gives joy to you as well. Okay, so now we will show you some raised bed that we used this raised bed for last year, the whole year, this year. Now it's October, almost end of September. We ate a lot of kale from this raised bed. So it grows very well here. You don't have to buy, just need a small raised bed. Do make the soil rich, a lot of manure and compost, and it will be golden for you. That's it. Don't forget that we do have a lot of coconuts, and we haven't started to make milk out of coconut, but once we start to we don't need to buy milk as well. You can drink your coffee with coconut milk every day, and it's more natural. So this is it. It's a very small piece of land. It's 1/3 of an acre where the meditation garden is, and 1/3 of an acre where the house is. But in this, we might have 60-70 different varieties of tropical fruit trees, and hundreds of varieties of small herbs and shrubs that are Ayurvedic, that are more helping detox your body, and that can also be used as spices in your cooking. And I think we have made it all organic. The idea is to create a meditation garden, edible garden, use organic, preserve the wildlife, make it more sustainable, and preserve the plants, native plants, and make it like a wildlife preservation. And we are open to everyone who is interested to learn about plants, learn about sustainability, and learn about meditation. Meditation is our core. It's the base from where everything starts. So we are welcome to all the meditators who wants to be happy and learn how to be peaceful and quieten the mind. Thank you.